Roman Reigns has given fans an update about his current status in the Bloodline. This is after what seemed like a coup was staged by Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga on SmackDown. And Paul Heyman said it best when Tama Tonga said, "I had orders from the tribal chief." And Heyman replied, "What the hell does that mean?" Well, now we know, and we will reveal that in today's video, as Roman has clarified what exactly is going on in the Bloodline. Just hours after all hell broke loose on SmackDown with the Bloodline, Heyman took to social media, and on Instagram, he posted a story, a video clip of the altercation in the ring. And Paul Heyman included a line of text that reads, "And like that, it was over." A very true statement indeed, as the Bloodline as we know it is over. But what exactly does it mean for Roman Reigns? Of course, Roman was not on SmackDown, which is one of the reasons why all hell broke loose. But we will get to what exactly is going on with Roman in just a moment. But what about what happened in that ring? Well, Paul Heyman was standing right there, about to call Roman Reigns. Solo and Tama Tonga attacked Jimmy Uso. Remember, Jimmy Uso is the brother of Solo. But what does the father of Jimmy and Solo think about what happened on SmackDown? Jimmy and Solo's father is Rikishi, a WWE legend. So here are the series of posts that Rikishi made. The first one read, "Believe that." The next one was a hand holding a pen. Some people say this is because now Solo holds the power. Rikishi then also said, "Stay in your lane." And some are interpreting this post as a warning to Roman Reigns. Rikishi finished off by saying, "Time move forward." I guess that means it's a new bloodline and it's time to move forward and not look back. And some are saying that Rikishi will soon return to WWE and will be a major part of the bloodline moving forward. But does the future of the bloodline include Roman Reigns? Well, Roman Reigns has given an update on his current status in the bloodline and whether he is still the tribal chief. Let's get to this right now. So there's something that a lot of fans didn't notice or forgot about because it was so chaotic with all this bloodline stuff on SmackDown. So in the backstage segment where Kayla Braxton spotted Paul Heyman coming out of the doctor/trainer's room where Jimmy Uso was being treated after being attacked by Solo and Tama Tonga, Kayla asked Paul Heyman, who Paul Heyman looked like he just saw a ghost. Kayla asked him, "How is Jimmy doing?" And Paul Heyman just shook his head, no. So while yes, there's a lot of questions about the bloodline, who's in charge, and all these things, but what about Jimmy? Paul Heyman, obviously with that head shaking, basically said that Jimmy is not in good shape. Did he have to go to the hospital? Is he severely injured and he's going to be out for months? Is his time in any version of the bloodline over? Did Solo and Tama Tonga take out Jimmy Uso once and for all? Well, by the reaction of Paul Heyman, things do not look good. So then after Paul Heyman gave that tragic update to Jimmy Uso's current health, Tama Tonga confronted Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman looked frightened beyond belief. Obviously, Tama has no caring for Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman was very scared. Tama Tonga told Paul Heyman by orders of the tribal chief. Now, at first, we thought, oh, okay, Roman Reigns ordered the attack on Jimmy Uso. But just after Tama said that, guess who walks into the frame? Solo Sikoa. This signifies that Solo Sikoa is now the tribal chief. The order did not come from Roman. The order did not come from The Rock. It came from Solo Sikoa, who is now the tribal chief of the Bloodline, meaning that Roman Reigns' time as the tribal chief has come to an end. And as more proof of Solo being the new tribal chief, Solo gets very close to Paul Heyman and looks Heyman square in the eye and then gives a sly little smirk, basically saying, "You tell your boss, Roman Reigns, that there's a new tribal chief in town." And that was one of the reasons why Paul Heyman was so scared in that moment. Is number one, he failed Roman Reigns. He was unable to control the members of the Bloodline, and a coup was staged while Roman was not there. So now that it's clear that the tribal chief is Solo, what about Roman himself? What does he think about these shocking developments? Well, Roman has seemingly given us an update about his current status in the Bloodline. The day after SmackDown at 9 a.m., Roman Reigns took to social media, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, Roman reposted a tweet from WWE. Now, this tweet is a link to a special video that WWE made for Roman Reigns and his incredible title run. So Roman reposted this about 13 hours after the Bloodline coup on SmackDown. So Roman obviously is well aware of what went down on SmackDown, even though he couldn't get a hold of Paul Heyman because Solo smashed Paul Heyman's phone when Heyman tried to call Roman. And some wondered, is Roman on vacation on some island that has no internet access? He can't watch SmackDown. He can't talk to anyone. He can't post on social media. Well, this repost proves that Roman was online after SmackDown went off the air. So this shows that he is well aware of what went down. And some are also connecting this post to Roman's current status in the Bloodline. Obviously, with Solo Sikoa becoming the new tribal chief, what does that mean for Roman Reigns? Well, if you connect Solo stopping Paul Heyman from calling Roman, basically bullying Paul Heyman, who is Roman's right-hand guy, attacking Jimmy Uso, a loyalist to Roman, as well as this repost to Roman's amazing title run, it means that Roman has been fired by the Bloodline and that Solo Sikoa now has full control over the faction and that he is calling the shots. What are your thoughts about Roman Reigns seemingly being fired by the Bloodline? Leave a comment and give me your opinion.